Hello everyone and welcome to the Haize Project YouTube channel. We're back today with a new video and this time it's to introduce the CS25, our new backpack. So as you may have seen, we've developed a weekend travel bag with a capacity of 38 liters, which is the CS38. Here it's kind of a variation of that model, but more for everyday use, you could say. So we have a very large clamshell opening that truly lets you open the bag all the way down and easily access the entire internal volume. This particular bag has a generous capacity of 25 liters and its overall weight is about the same as the Backpack 00, so it's around 1.4 kilos. Well, without further ado, let's tour the bag. We'll start with the materials. It's a material, which we developed specifically for the 00. We're really happy with it. So naturally, we released this new range using that same material as well. So it's made of rPET, which means recycled plastic. Basically, it's meticulously made from recycled water bottles. It specifically takes 13 of them to make a single backpack with a durable polyurethane coating on top of the fabric that makes it completely waterproof, while simultaneously keeping the fabric wonderfully soft and a pleasing matte, which truly feels exceptionally great to the touch and in practical use. In addition to this sustainable material, we've also thoughtfully gone back to using Hypalon inserts. This strategic inclusion allows us to have significantly reinforced points because we know that certain critical parts of the backpack will be under considerably more strain. So we use Hypalon, especially to be able to attach all the accessories. You should know that today the CS25 is cross-compatible with all the accessories from the Haize Project range. Today, if you want to change your bag, you can keep all the accessories you had with your Backpack 00. They will be compatible with the CS25. One last little update regarding the fabrics. We've actually reworked the paneling on the very bottom of the bag, which is a significant improvement. So we're still going to have a section made of Hypalon because it's a material that's indestructible, tear resistant, and really does the job at that level. However, we wanted to add a bit more flexibility to the new shape. So here we've used Cordura R. So it's 800D, it's super tough, highly resistant to abrasion, and above all, it brought flexibility that allowed us to have a slightly different shape on the bottom of the bag compared to the 00, for example. If we continue, actually, there are also a few notable new features prominently displayed on this particular bag. We've completely changed our entire range of straps. So we've developed straps in rPET with a partner, so we're switching to recycled material. Before we used nylon, and the weave was quite different. We actually had a notched weave that was pretty typical for outdoor gear. Here, the weave is quite different. It looks like seat belts. So we're working with something much softer, which will be easier to adjust, and we'll be able to fine-tune the adjustment of each of our straps a bit more precisely. Last but not least, the zippers. Well, we've consistently stuck with the range you know very well, which is the YKK AquaGuard. So on the entire backpack, we have both size 5 and size 8, just like we've seen on the Haize range up until now. The only difference we'll have, but it's a significant one, is on the main opening, since we know there will be a lot of stress on the opening and closing, and that it's going to be the most used, plus there are curves, so inevitably that's going to put stress on the zipper. We've switched to a size 10, so it's something really sturdy. It's the largest in the range, and of course we've kept AquaGuard on all the zippers. AquaGuard means that all the zippers are waterproof, so you absolutely won't have to worry about the very first significant downpour today. Now that we've talked about the materials, let's talk a bit about carrying comfort. So first, there's a nice grab handle at the top that will let you turn your backpack around. On the back, we've reworked the back panel of our bags quite a bit. So in this new range, you'll find a back panel that's almost entirely made of mesh. This will improve the breathability compared to what we had on the previous bags. On top of that, we've of course kept the 4 contact points on the back, which allows for some airflow behind and helps prevent excessive sweating when you're carrying your backpack in the middle of summer. Continuing on that, the shoulder straps have been redesigned in terms of shape because we've switched to an S shape. This will allow for better contouring along the curve of your shoulder and make carrying the bag even more comfortable. On top of that, these shoulder straps are actually completely removable. So you'll be able to pull on the ends to unfasten your shoulder straps and then unscrew the entire strap downward. This will allow you to remove them completely. Now, on larger volume models, this lets you adjust the height of your shoulder straps. On a CS38, depending on the load or your body type. The main idea is to put them in the washing machine without wash your entire backpack. So you can remove shoulder straps, put them in a pillowcase and wash them at 30 degrees. In addition to that, of course, as usual, you'll find the small straps, the little sternum straps, so you can get a good grip across your chest. Same thing here, we haven't reinvented the wheel. It's exactly the same as what we had on the 00. So you have a sturdy strap, a comfortable little pad to make it truly pleasant to wear, and of course the official lifeguard buckle, complete with its integrated whistle, which allows you to be seen, or rather distinctly heard. Alright, now that we've talked about the exterior features of the bag and all the pockets you can access directly without opening the main compartment, let's move on to the main compartment itself. So, as I was saying, there is a rather large zipper that conveniently opens at the very top of the bag. First, you can carefully unzip it to fully reach the durable hip-along patches at the very ends of the fidlocks, allowing for complete access. This conveniently lets you easily open up the bag and access this very first pocket, which is a flat pocket located at the very top of the bag. It's a fairly classic opening, a bit like a mountaineering bag. You'll also have access to the top of your bag at the top of the main compartment. It's a bit like using a roll top, when you just open the top of your bag. Next, if you need to access things that are a bit deeper in your bag, you can actually unclip your feedlocks. Click. Click on each side, and from there you can unzip all the way down to the very bottom of the bag. And now you have access to almost the entire volume of your bag directly. As you can see, there's another pocket here as well, a flat one, so you can store small, rather flat items. And as usual, we've filled it with 3 packing cubes, so that shows you the volume is pretty much the same as the backpack 00, for example. I'm going to take out my packing cubes now. There we go, 1, 2, 3 of them. And just like on the versatile travel bag, the 1638, on the CS25 we've also thoughtfully added a small convenient elastic pocket at the very bottom of the bag, which perfectly lets you store various tags. If you have an AirTag, it will allow you to geolocate your bag. I know a lot of people had asked to be able to use it this way. In addition to that, inside the bag there's a small yet very useful daisy chain at the top. It's quite nice as it conveniently lets you securely attach either a keychain with your keys, a sturdy carabiner, or even a pen. This will give you a bit of useful, accessible space at the top to hang small, essential items. I think we've pretty much covered everything about our impressive CS25, the new backpack from Haize Project. We're really happy with the result. We worked on it for 1.5 years, almost 2 years, with our testers, just like we did with the backpack 00. We really like it. We've enthusiastically switched to consistently using this incredibly versatile bag every single day, and we'll certainly see you very soon for many exciting new videos on YouTube.